Joe Leigh here, 4 seconds out with Callum Johnson, 2 days away from your fight. I remember speaking with you just as your last one got pulled, but now here you are, fight week. You must be excited to just get back in that ring once again.
Yeah, I am, mate. I am. It's like I say, it's disappointing last time out, but it's just a case of knowing that I was not going to be too long before I was back in the ring. Do you know what I mean? So it's a case of just staying on it, staying focused, and knowing that the end goal's still the same.
I believe you did the public workout that day, and I presume you haven't even taken a day off, so it's just been constant ticking over?
Yeah, pretty much. Obviously, I was fit anyway, so it was a case of continuing the training, but not overdoing it as well. So, we had a few easy days and a few hard days, and just staying right.
What was it, the decision behind this new opponent?
I don't really know, if I'm honest. First off, I knew it was going to be the same as the last time, but it all got changed, and this is the guy we've got now. So,
whatever opponent is for you, people are always going to ask about that knockout. So I'll just leave you to answer. Is there going to be one on Saturday?
Listen, I hope so. And I hope it's in my favour as well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see Saturday night, won't we?
What do you make of him? Do you know much about him? I know you say you thought it was going to be the opponent you were meant to fight, but this new opponent, do you think he's going to be even tougher?
Yeah, I mean, he's a Russian. They don't do bad Russians. He's only lost 2 fights. He's fought for a world title. He lost on a split decision, I think, in that fight. It's a fight. It's a proper fight. But I'm ready, and it is what it is.
And there's no kind of, although it's not a world title fight, and you're aiming for that before you aim for Lyndon Arthur and Anthony Fowler. We spoke about this. It's important to just get the fights at that level, so when you get that world title fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you say, I can have easy knockovers, and if I keep having easy knockovers and I get that world title fight, it's going to leave me unprepared, to the best of maybe what I could have been. So fights like this, hopefully I'll come through Saturday night, and fights like this are going to stand me in good stead for if and when I get that big one.
How important is that, not taking any opponent? Because when you get to that world title fight, you need to be prepared. How important is that preparation in the fights beforehand?
Yeah, I think it's massively important. Obviously, what you do in the gym is important as well. I mean, that's the most important thing. But I think the fights leading up to it as well is also equally as important. And that's why, I've got this tough fight, but I'm all for it.
Listen, taking nothing away from Saturday night, but from the Batavia fight, what are you going to bring into, if you get a second world title fight eventually? What have you learned from that, and also since then?
Just the experience of the whole occasion, dealing with the whole event, maybe got to me a little bit in the first one. So I've been there, I've done it, I know what to expect. And I think I've grown as a person, physically and mentally. So I think that'll all stand me in good stead.
This is a question you can ask any boxer at any time in their career, but what percentage of boxing do you think is mental?
I think most of it, to be honest. I think 90% of it. We can all throw punches. We're all strong. We're all fit. But I think a lot of it does come down to the mental side, and that's something that over the last 3 years, or 2 years especially, I feel I've channeled in and become a mentally stronger person.
I think a lot of people, not necessarily in boxing, but after seeing Tyson Fury, kind of understand that mentally you can be in different kind of headspaces. But what was it that kind of flipped the switch for you and made you think this needs to improve?
I think the first lockdown. When we got put into the lockdown and boxing got put on a hold, and obviously I wasn't getting any younger, and it was a case of like, am I going to let this finish my career, or am I going to use it to my advantage and work harder and stay focused? And that's what I did. And it's like last 2020 sort of changed me as a person. I lived different. I behaved different. I fought differently, and and I've brought that into this year as well. And I feel as though the lockdown, as much as it affected me, it helped me as well.
What do you think this Saturday is going to do for you then, obviously, other than that win, getting close to that world title fight? Is it staying active the most important?
Yeah, that's it. It's staying active, and it's one step closer. Hopefully I get a good win, no injuries, and I can get back out again in December. That's what we're hoping. But I've got Saturday night to look forward to and take care of, and without getting through Saturday night, nothing else really matters. So I just got to think about Saturday night for now.
And obviously Tyson Fury is going to be thinking about Saturday night as well. A bit later on after your fight, over in America, of course, in Vegas, he'll be fighting Deontay Wilder for the third time. Do you have any predictions for that?
Tyson Fury win. I think however he wants, but I've got a feeling for some reason I think he might just win on points this time. But I Tyson Fury win, big win.
Yeah, I think he has to. If he loses this, would you see there any point in being a fourth?
Well, maybe, because it'd be one each, wouldn't it? It'd be one each, and they'd have the final decider. But I don't think he loses, if I'm honest. Not if he's anywhere near he can be anyway.
Do you not think the first fight was realistically it was Tyson's as well?
he won the first fight, didn't he? He won the first fight. He won the first fight clear. But the second fight, there's no question, was it? He just smashed him. So, like I say, he put all that out of anything in the second fight. But, the contract was that he had to fight him again, and that's all there is to it.
Of course, and obviously Saturday night as well. Very busy night for boxing. Liam Smith, Anthony Fowler. Who wins that fight and how?
Liam Smith for me. I think Liam Smith will take him into deep waters down the straight and possibly get him out of there. I think early on it'll be a contested fight. Fowler's a great fighter. He's strong, can punch. He's big, but Liam's very good. And Liam's not slipping at all. So I just see Liam winning, and no disrespect to Fowler because he's a great fighter, but Liam Smith for me.
Does it worry you that there's another big fight on at the same time as you're fighting?
Nah, not at all. I've got to concentrate on myself, think about myself, and when I'm in them changing rooms warming up and in my fight, I'll be thinking about nothing other than myself, and at that time, nothing else matters other than myself. After my fight, I'll look and see what's happening and maybe watch Liam if he's still not fought yet. But when I'm doing my job, it's all about me.
Well, I look forward to seeing that happen and moving forward, of course, as well, to hopefully that second world title shot in the light heavyweight division. Thanks for speaking to us, Seconds Out.